From the homework regarding balancing redox equations not involving acids and bases, we were looking at question 8a. The first thing it asks you to do is write a balanced equation for Wilson's reaction. So if we read through it, Wilson tried to make elemental calcium from lime, which we're told is calcium oxide, heated with coal tar. Instead, he made calcium carbide. So he's making this is a product, CaC2, which reacted with water to form a precipitate of calcium hydroxide and gaseous acetylene. So we've got calcium hydroxide, which is CaOH2, and it's OH2 because we need to check our charges. Calcium is +2, hydroxide is -1, so balance those out. And we've got acetylene, C2H2. So what we're really looking at is that calcium dioxide and coal tar produce this. This part we're not going to work with because we don't know what coal tar is. Now it's mostly carbon. This coal is a hydrocarbon compound, so it would be carbons and hydrogens. But for our purposes, we are going to just work with this equation here. So we need to balance it. First thing we need to do is check, is it a redox reaction? So calcium is part of our alkaline earth metals, so it is -2. Which means that carbon has to be a total of +2, so each one is going to be +1. In water, hydrogen is +1, and oxygen is -2. Moving on to the other side of the equations, calcium is still an alkaline earth metal. It is still +2, and this is -1, my bad, +2. And oxygen is still -2. Hydrogen is still +1. When we go over here, hydrogen behaves as +1 because it is paired with a non-metal, which means we can solve for carbon, and that will be -1. If we look at all these redox or oxidation numbers, we see that nothing actually changes, which means that we already have our answer for B. No. It's not a redox reaction. But we still do need to balance it. So we check our calciums, our carbons, our hydrogens, and our oxygens. Calciums, carbons, hydrogens, and oxygens. And we see we've got 1, 2, 2, 1. Over here we've got 1, 2, 4, 2. So there's some fixing that needs to happen here. My calcium's happy, my carbon's happy, so it's just my hydrogen and my oxygen that I need to double each of them. Well, luckily, water contains only hydrogen and oxygen, so I'm going to put a 2 out in front. That changes it to 4 and 2, and now we are balanced. And so that's going to be my final answer, 1, 2, 1, 1.